Hey everybody, Mike Freeland coming at you once again with another video which I want to entitle Manifestation 101. Now this video is not that long, but I got a couple of questions from people about what do you do, how do you wait, what's the preparation while you're waiting for your manifestation, how do you stay motivated, positive, or anything of that nature. Even when it seems like the manifestation process is taking too long. Well, there's a couple of things, believe it or not, that you can do to keep you focused and positive while your manifestation is coming from the spiritual realm or from that other universe to the physical here. One thing, believe it or not, is the way you keep yourself groomed. Think about it like this: when you go to, or you're preparing to go on an interview, one of the key things that you will do is you groom yourself because you want to represent yourself and be prepared, and you want that first impression to be a great one. You can do that as well when you're manifesting and waiting on the manifestation of what it is that you're seeking. Now, how do you do that? You would groom yourself the same way you would do it anywhere else. Keep a neat face, clean cut if that's you. Ladies, keep your hair done. Whether you're going out and coming home. Now, we know that when we're going out, we're going to keep ourselves looking very nice, and the energy is upbeat and all of that. But when you're home and you're going to be home for a couple days, or say it's a whole hum weekend, instead of just, lounging around in old clothes, I'm not saying put on nothing as if you're going to walk out the door, but I mean at least keep yourself in your comfortable clothes, but make sure that you stay groomed and shaved. Ladies, you could put on a little makeup. Just these things psychologically and internally feeds into your subconscious as to you manifesting. So your grooming is just as important while you're waiting on your manifestation as it is when you're going out into the world. Another thing that you can do is your place in your home that you tend to be most of the time. Now we know that your home should be tidy all the time, but we also know that whether you have kids or, again, if it's lazy, sometimes things get out of place. But what you want to do is you want to keep the area, especially the area that you're working in, if you're burning incense, if you have crystals or whatever, things like that, you want to keep that very, very clean. It's kind of like that whole feng shui thing that was very, very popular few years ago. Now, as you've seen, if you followed my videos behind me, my bookcase hasn't had anything on it. All of my books are away in a box because we've been doing some moving things around and a whole bunch of things. So we haven't put anything up as of yet. But even with them in the boxes and everything, it's still in a situation where things are neatly placed. Music. You always want to have some uplifting music going on, because there will be times where, just like anything else, you'll feel like it's taking too long. You get negative energies coming, and you always want to counteract that with something positive. So, uplifting music. What I like personally, I like house music. I like spiritual music, gospel music. I love jazz. I love classical music. But you just have to pay attention to the words. Even though it may be an upbeat song, you really have to pay attention to the words, because even in those upbeat dance songs, words could be in there that's filtering negativity into your subconscious. Me personally, I like a lot of stuff instrumental. This is why I really love jazz. I really love the classical music. It just keeps the negative things at bay. Also, positive books, whether you enjoy reading or if your thing is the audio books, YouTube is the perfect place. This is how we're meeting, guys. This is how we're changing. There are tons of audios on law of attraction, positive speaking, positive thinking, by people all over. There's spiritual enlightenment. There's all types of books and things on YouTube, or if you Google things, if you're more of a person that loves to read, you can Google books and things, and just, you literally can set at your desk or set somewhere in your home or what have you, and keep your mind and the energy up by the books and things like that. So it's a short video, guys, but that's some of the things that I do. I know that things can get to a point where, sometimes you're sitting here just like, man, I'm doing everything. I'm speaking affirmations. I'm acting like I'm living in the end of things. I'm acting like I've already paid this debt. I'm acting as if I'm already walking into this blessing, or into this season, or what it is that I desire. But it still seems like there's a holdback. The key to it, guys, is always, as much as possible, try to stay in a positive mindset. And let me tell you something. Not only does the universe see that, but any type of negative forces that could come your way will see that and recognize it, and will do all it can to try to disrupt. If you realize that most of the time, some of the worst things, information, negative people, energy vampires, all that type of stuff will come your way right at the time where you're feeling your best, where you're your most uplifted, where you're in your vortex, so to speak, where you're vibing on a great level, or in the same level as the manifestation that you want. And all of a sudden you're hit with something and it just blows the air out. That's going to happen. It happens to all of us. The thing is what we do to get around that, to build our vibration back up and get back on that level of vibration, that level of positive energy that we want to be on, to help speed up our manifestation. That's where the grooming comes in. That's where the uplifting music, the audio books, the positive messages, the affirmations, that's where all of that stuff comes in. And trust me, you do that and stay around that and eliminate that other stuff, and your manifestations will come. You'll notice them. They'll start, sometimes depending on what it is that you want, they'll start in small increments and they'll grow. And then sometimes you'll get some things, all in one go, one boom, and they'll be there. But the key is to stay positive, stay focused, and watch what happens. This is Mike Freeland, guys. I hope that helped you out. Like and subscribe as we'll continue these videos, along with what we're using to manifest wealth. We'll be updating on a daily basis as much as possible. So you guys stick around, and we will see you in the next video.